Alright, so the plan is to make a simple pepperoni pizza, but add a little kick to it. So we're going to add a little bit of chili oil I made at home. This will make it a Diavola style pizza, but of course with my own little spin. First up is the thing that people tend to leave out of their videos, and that's preparing the toppings that you're going to put on your pizza. For this we'll be using some part skimmed, low moisture mozzarella, shredded to make it a little bit easier to spread. Then we'll go ahead and finely grate some Romano and Parmesan cheeses. Next up is the pepperoni. For the two pizzas, I have two different types of meats. One is a sopressata. It's apparently a superior uncured sopressata from Boar's Head. The other is a pepperoni that's also from Boar's Head, but it doesn't have the superior name in front of it. Both meats actually look pretty similar, but they'll actually have a different, distinct flavor profile. Now for a pepperoni pizza, what people tend to look for are those awesome little pepperoni cups that hold all the little oil inside them. Well, when you buy the pre-packaged meats that are already sliced, you'll never get this result. The trick is actually to cut the pepperoni slightly thicker than you might think, maybe about 1/8 of an inch or so. This will make it so the pepperoni cups up and develops that awesome little singe on the corners when you're cooking it. So next we're going to be combining some flour and medium grain cornmeal to dust the surface we'll be working on. This will make it so that the dough doesn't really stick to our surface while we're working it. Alright, so now that that's all mixed up, let's go ahead and liberally dust our surface to work on. From here, go ahead and grab your dough from wherever you were storing it and plop it right onto your working area. Using the dusting mixture, go ahead and dust the top of the dough as well. In this case, my dough was pretty wet still, so it really needed it. Once you've done that, you'll want to start stretching your dough into the desired shape. Our goal is a 13-inch pizza pie, so we're going to be starting with our fingertips from the middle and working your way out to the edges. In my case, I stretched the dough a little bit more than it needed to. I guess I got a little excited. You're going to want to do this continuously until you have a nice round pie ready for toppings. Next, if you have a pizza peel, it's a good idea to dust that surface as well. This will make inserting the pizza into the oven really easy. Go ahead and slide your pizza dough onto the peel. And of course, the first time I'm making a video, it slides way too fast and crumples up all onto the peel. But that's okay, we can fix this. Truthfully, this actually has never happened to me before. It's usually the opposite, where I can't stretch the dough enough to fit on the peel, so this is actually a huge surprise for me. But this was a lot easier to fix than trying to continuously stretch the dough on the peel itself, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I guess the only real thing hurting here is my pride that I didn't get it perfect on the first try. And there we go, this should work. The other thing that helps quite a bit is having a pizza peel with a perforated surface. This also makes it so your dough is less likely to stick. Alright, now we go ahead and add our pizza sauce. Now this is a much thicker sauce than I'm used to working with. Typically, if it's a lighter sauce, I'll use a ladle to start from the middle and work my way out. But since it's so thick, it was really hard to do that properly. So I'm using a spoon in this case, and I'm kind of smearing it in the same type of manner. So starting from the middle and working my way out to the edges. And of course, every now and then you're gonna spill a little bit onto the edge. Not a big deal, just extra flavor for that part of the crust. I'm just gonna touch this up a little bit because I am gonna take a picture later. Next topping after the sauce is the mozzarella. And then adding our sopressata pepperoni. Top it with some delicious ricotta cheese. And of course your Parmesan. Go ahead and shimmy your pizza onto your first pizza stone while your two corgis watch you do it. You can set a timer for about 10 minutes while your pizza's in the oven. This will give you a reminder to check on your pizza every now and then. Now in this particular case, the pizza took about 15-18 minutes to cook completely through. Now every oven is different, so your times will vary, but I like to set these 5 to 10 minute timer intervals so I always am reminded to check on the pizza. To make sure your pizza is cooked evenly, you're going to want to rotate it about 1/3 of the way through the cooking process in this case. I usually do this by using a pizza peel and some other tool to help rotate it around about 90 degrees. Alright, we're going to go ahead and let it cook for a couple more minutes and then move it to that second pizza stone. After a couple minutes on that second pizza peel, our pizza is ready. Alright, add some chili oil and some arugula to the top and we are good to go. Just keep in mind you always want to cut your pizza before you add your finishing toppings. Alright, so while the first pizza was cooking in the oven, I went ahead and got started on the second one. I'm a little bit crazy about being as efficient as possible. Pizza does tend to take a long time as it is, so there's no sense in making it take longer than needed. Now for this pizza, I follow the same process as before. Make sure you dust your surface with the dusting mixture we made before. Then plop your dough onto the surface. I then throw a little bit more dusting mixture on top of the dough. Again, this dough is pretty wet, so this helps me work it out a bit more easily. Now, starting from the middle, work your way outward by gently pressing your fingers into the dough to start stretching. Do this evenly, rotating the dough as needed until you're happy with the size. In this case, we made a 13-inch pizza. Next, make sure you dust the pizza peel. Again, this will ensure it doesn't stick when trying to slide into the pizza stone. There have been more than a few times I nearly lost a pizza or completely deformed it by the uncooked pizza sticking. Trust me, be liberal with the dusting here. Also, I do like to prepare my pizza on the peel. It makes it a lot easier to transfer to the oven this way. Now we're going to go ahead and apply the sauce, the cheese, and more cheese, and more cheese. Yes, I did all 3 cheeses. Then the pepperoni, and then ricotta cheese, and we're going to top it a little bit more with cheese. Yes, we do like our cheese in this household. Now off to the oven. Okay, so to recap on the baking procedure, we're going to go ahead and let it cook for about 5 to 10 minutes, making sure to check on it throughout. I find that after about 5 minutes, it's time to rotate the pizza about 90 degrees. Do this until you have a slight char on the crust or until golden brown all around. Whatever works for you. I do find that the second pizza does cook a little bit faster, so just keep an eye on that since the oven has been preheating longer. But that also depends on how much time you keep the door open. Okay, after about 10 minutes, go ahead and move it to the top pizza stone and continue baking until your desired color is achieved. Char. Oh, I love that. That's perfect. You know it's good when these guys want some too, huh? Alright, go ahead and finish it off with a little chili oil. Again, homemade. And now for that awesome crunch. Finish with some Parmesan and arugula, and you're all set. The best part of pizza is having a bunch of leftovers that you find in your fridge the next day. Few things make me as happy in life. We ate this for lunch for the next 2 days, and we loved it the third time just as much as the first. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this video helps people see just how easy it is to make delicious pizza at home. Let me know what you think of the video in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, we'll see you at the next video. Man, these videos take longer to edit than I expected. I have a whole new respect for YouTubers out there.